Welcome to the Hottest Wellness Podcast. I've got time with Cherry and ShaKayla.
Here we discuss personal growth, relationships, and healing to become aligned with the best version of ourselves. This week's affirmation is, I embody the perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy.
Facts.
It's honestly a practice for me, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to speak it into existence.
What you mean?
I carry a lot of masculine energy. It's literally a practice. It's an intention that I have to set to be more in my feminine. And I want to wait till we get a little bit more into the episode to say what that really means, to me at least, or what I feel it means. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just my energy's just like that because, my experiences in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently because I'm from up north. North girls are so aggressive.
I mean, they are in comparison to, Southern girl.
Yeah. I mean, I get it and I hear it, but after living in Virginia, which is considered the South, I think that men are the same everywhere. So why are women up north, specifically the East Coast, like Northeast, more?
It's different. The men are different too. Virginia, it kind of depends on where you are. I feel like Virginia is softer in comparison to the north in some places in the south. Like you go to Atlanta, niggas aggressive.
Yeah, but Atlanta is a melting pot of people from other places, so that makes sense.
I mean, Virginia is too, but it's not as in your face,
Yeah. I feel like it depends on the scene. Like, of course, there's like club scene and stuff in Virginia, but it's not like to me, a party place. Like, I wouldn't be like, I want to go partying and I'm going to Atlanta. And I feel like the more, I guess, like urban a place is, the more it attracts like a black party vibe. The men are like, they're hounding you from
Where?
like in a major city.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that there's not major cities in Virginia, but like you said, it's softer, it's more relaxed, it's like a more calm vibe, and I feel like that's kind of an attribute to the weather because it's like a tropical place.
Yeah.
Even though that's not always the case in Miami, but I think niggas know how to sweet talk bitches in Miami versus like in New York, they're like, hey, yo, bitch. It's like same thing. Like I've been getting heckled since I was probably like 10 years old. That's pretty disgusting and disturbing.
Yeah.
To think about. But welcome to Womanhood. That's the Womanhood song.
Okay. I'm here for it.
So what are we talking about this week, baby?
Ooh, this week we're talking about women's rights.
We're talking about women's rights, y'all. And to our male listeners who are slowly coming back, we want to let you guys know this is a safe space, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't about you right now. This is the time to celebrate women. It's Women's History Month.
Yeah.
And so all month we're going to be providing content that is for the ladies or just highlighting and celebrating women, period.
For the ladies. For the ladies.
Yeah. Give us a rendition. I do want to give a slight disclaimer before we start this discussion because I feel like we might ruffle a few feathers with some of the things that we're going to discuss. And just specifically towards like people who might, have caught white fragility. Like, not that it's a disease or nothing, but when we celebrate and highlight black women, it does not take anything away from white women. And other people of color as well. So there ain't no reason to get your panties up in a bunch just enjoy what's happening here and take a moment to be educated, you know? I feel like people get offended when they don't want to learn about other people's experience because it somehow makes what their experience feel like they might be guilty of some things.
Child, if you feel guilt, that's on you. It's like, what's that saying? Hit dog, go holler?
Oh, every time. I actually said that earlier in some TikTok comments. My hit dog is always gonna holler.
What was the TikTok about?
It was an Ayana Fix My Life.
They've been having me in a chokehold lately.
I wish they would stop coming up on my thing because you guys know I love to hear about the psychology of things. And like, did you know that she's like not licensed?
Mm-hmm.
I think I made the right decision to quit school because who knows where I might end up at. She was up in age, not old or anything, but you know, like later in her career when Oprah was like, let's put her on.
She's experienced.
And I actually was saying this to Cherry the other day that like life experiences teach us a lot of stuff that we ain't gonna learn in school, no matter how far your education is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain stuff I'm really wise at that other people are not because I've had a lot of experiences. So yeah.
Do your thing, baby girl.
Oh, but in the clip, so it was this, was it a mom? No, it was like 4 sisters or whatever, and one of the sisters was extremely toxic. Mm-hmm. So the one sister was like, you know, now that I'm a mom, it's like I could tell that you a bad mom type of thing. She didn't call her a bad mom, but she was tiptoeing because she knew the sister was going to be reactive. She said basically her and her sister got into it, and the sister basically tried to square up with her, and she knew she wasn't going to fight her. So then she told her to come into the house, and when she came in the house, the sister put her in the headlock and started trying to fight her in front of her kids, girl. And she was like, you knew I wasn't about to fight you in front of your kids. Let me tell you, me and my sister would never get into a physical altercation at this big age because we're like just too much past that. Like we know that if we that upset, we just need to take a minute and come back. Yeah. But like, girl, don't play with me because I don't care who kids is there. I will mollywop you. Do not play with me.
Mollywop!
That's one good hit. That's all you need. So she was like getting into it with the sister, and of course the sister was getting defensive because she don't want nobody calling her a bad mom, and she stood up and started getting crazy. And you know Ayana do not play that. She don't play that. She was like, listen, I'm gonna let you know right now, you either can get with the program, have some self-reflection and make the effort to change, or I'm gonna call your car. She told her, I'll call the car right now, you can be on your way back to the telly.
Ayala,
she has unorthodox methods, but she does have that vibration of like an auntie or a grandmother where she's gonna get you in check. It's like the authority in her voice. It works if you ask me. I learned some stuff from her just about myself, not like in my how to be different in relationships, but like, you know, things that I'm doing that's like, damn, I be doing that too. So
I think one of the biggest things that works for her is the boundaries that she sets for herself in the midst of the sessions. Like, your partner or whoever isn't setting these boundaries, but I'm going to set these boundaries and you go sit here and think about why it's here.
Yeah. I feel like she definitely acts as like a safe space, you know what I'm saying, to communicate in. And then if people are not providing that safety along with her, she will tell them the door, because that's exactly what she told that girl. She was like, listen sis, you're not safe, you're not a safe person, and because of that I know you a terrible mother. She flat out told her. And you know, most therapists won't say all that because they're afraid to lose their clients, you know what I'm saying, but sometimes that's what you need, is to keep it real with you. Like, yeah, that's how I be in my readings. You know, I be too real with niggas sometimes, but by the end of the reading they be crying and they be like, oh my god, this was so good. Sometimes that's what you need to hear, because the people closest to you, they be trying to protect you, they be trying to keep the peace, and ultimately they love you. So you know, they be like walking on eggshells a little bit about stuff. But one thing about me, I'm gonna get it off my chest. So the first topic we want to cover today within women's rights is body autonomy. Body yada 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 yada.
Yeah. I came to party, baby.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
What is body autonomy?
Ooh. Rhetorical question.
Body autonomy is basically having control and safety for your own body. You know what I'm saying? I can do what I want with my body. Cherry can do what she wants with her body. And everybody should be good. And nobody should be able to tell like another person what to do. But unfortunately, because of colonizers, we don't have body autonomy, because there are laws and legislation from the beginning of time and still being created now that tells us what we can and can't do with our body. Sometimes that's like with the abortion laws, abortion ban going on in certain states. Even if we think about what's going on right now in Pakistan, where they are just, women can't go to certain places, they can't go to certain areas, they have to be like completely covered from head to toe. Like, just insane. And it's like one thing if that's what you choose as part of your religion, but like what if that's not your religion and then you being forced into it?
Yeah.
And the thing that makes me the most sad about this is that this legislation is usually and mostly created by men. And like, how is somebody that's not a man, not a woman, gonna tell a woman what's right for her body?
It's kind of like when you have a doctor that's a male and they telling you what's wrong with you, even though you told them what's really wrong with you, and they just have that I'm a doctor, I've been doing this for 50 years energy about them, and it's like, I know what I'm talking about, but it's like, no, you don't.